Hello and welcome back. My name's Ash, this is The Outside Line, and today we're doing something every budding racing driver usually goes through at some point. We're going karting. Still a D-rank driver, but hello, a couple of A-class boys have come out to play. Does that mean we're getting quicker, or they're just underperforming? Let's find out. It'd be great to finish ahead of one of these guys. Keep an eye on the driver tower on the left, where the A-class Hungarian driver just goes backwards. Horrible start. We've done alright though, and immediately we can think about just trying to get around the first corner cleanly, and immediately a chance to maybe, for a bit braver, get around the outside. Not quite, but not too bad, not too bad. This is the sort of race where if you get caught in the middle, as you can see behind us, there's really no way back. Get caught in the mess and you are in big, big trouble. So hopefully now we've gotten through the first corner okay, we can stick on the back of the German A-class driver and maybe get into a race with him. Get a little bit sideways there, but the Italian's already over the back of us. Tries a little look around the outside. We hold the inside and get round okay. Already, Cyborg proving he's quick. He's over a second away from us. Now I don't know, the Italian behind us has got half a second, but all I do know is there are a lot of people bearing down on me, including that Hungarian A-class driver. Clearly was expected to be fighting for a win here today. So much room on this track and so much grip in these karts. You can change direction so quickly. Let's just hope you don't get collected by one of those sharp changes of direction. Now we're starting to be the breakaway group here, which isn't so bad, but really I want to be breaking away from them and getting on the back of Cyborg. And as we come under the Dunlop Bridge, actually one other driver is emerging, not the A-class Hungarian, but the Belgian there, Gaz. Round the bottom hairpin, not the back straight now. Took to this race really well, spent a fair bit of time in practice, I must say, to try and get the qualifying right, because that's something I didn't do last time out. As we come round to end lap 2, as you can see, Cyborg, the fact that he's not had to fight with anyone, and the fact that he's probably just quick, full stop, means he's over 2 seconds away. We're not even getting the benefit of the tow from him. And up the inside looks the Belgian. And at the minute he's ahead of us, we hold side by side. Thing now is we can hold the inside line for the next corner and do just that, but it compromises our line. So he's up the inside again. So same defensive drill again. Hold the inside line for the next corner. And we're just able to edge him out there. He tucks him behind, but we're under big pressure now. Fortunately, we're at least breaking away from those other two, so it's not too bad. As long as the racing between us is respectful, we'll take it. Gaz here, clearly not too bothered about trying to get in the slipstream. Don't know if there is much of a tow in these karts. Come around the final corner, and he's definitely got a better run around that final corner. That gap is kind of actually holding about 2/10. Will he look for a move? We just aim to take the corner normally. Into turn 1, and he collects us and shoves us wide. And we've lost the place. But fair play to you, Gaz. He decides to slow down, let us have the place back. He does a violent swerve behind us, trying to make sure no one else gets past him. Unfortunately, he drops a place. But fair play to him. It was clearly an honest mistake, and he slowed down for us. So I doff my cap to you, sir. Appreciate it. But now we've got the A-class Hungarian all over us. Now I kind of left him the space, ran wide, and went for the cutback. I'd prefer that than aggressive blocking. Plus it gives us a better run down this straight, and we're on the inside. And we are side by side coming to the final corner now. Now, he turns in a little bit early, gets a bump, and then the Belgian decides to return to the action, and barges him out of the way. And all of a sudden, into the final lap, and it's a replay of what happened the lap before. This time he goes at the inside, I leave him the space, go for the cutback again, to get side by side. Oh, and there's a glitch. And there's a crash. What happened there? Was there contact? At the time, I thought there was contact. So here we go. I leave him the space, go for the cutback. Here comes the shot. Doesn't really look like there's contact there. You can see it clearly from this angle. So once again, leave the space for the inside, go for the cutback on the next one, and it's that same old problem I've had before. I get on the throttle on the curb, and off we go. And it's because, as well, as he's accelerating away, he kind of has a little twitch under acceleration, so I think I've hit him. So, unfortunately, not. Just kind of my own stupidity. We drop back to 7th. Real shame that, because that was a really good fight between me and him. Really enjoyed that with Gaz. Gaz really respectful. And the sort of racing that I come on GT Sport for. Really enjoyed it, even though it didn't end particularly well for me. We can see 5th place, but there's not really going to be an opportunity unless someone does something really stupid around here. Nah, unfortunately not. Cyborg wins at a canter with the fastest lap. The A-Class Hungarian manages to recover and at least get 2nd place. The A-Class drivers do finish the top 2 in the race, but only just. Enjoyed that though, really enjoyed this race. Anyway, afterwards, I decided to apologise to Gaz. I still thought at this point that I'd hit him, and I felt especially bad after he'd been so kind to give me the place back. And in the last video you saw I tried to interact with drivers and I was just too slow getting messages across. But this time I was in there quick. And I said, you know what, sorry, good race. And he's writing. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. I'm here for good hard battles, but good sportsmanship. I'm looking forward to seeing what Gaz has got to say for himself. Should be good. It's really nice. Oh, I don't know why I bother. Anyway, we're back again to give it another go. I enjoyed it. I felt there was potential there. No A-Class drivers this time around. We are the quickest on pole by a second. So clearly, we are generally quicker. It's about getting around the first corner without any problems. Decide I'm going to be a bit aggressive here, just shut the door. No one's making any dives here, and we're clear. Good start. And now, the blueprint has been laid out by Cyborg in the last race. If we can just drive away from them while they fight each other, that would be ideal. Please and thank you. Now, this is part of my ongoing quest, as it were, to find out if I can close the gap between myself and the best players in the game. So, at the end of every daily race, I'm taking the gap between my qualifying time and the number 1 qualifying time and adding it into an average from all the events I do to see if that gap is going up or down. And it was going down, but it's starting to flatten out. Last time I didn't really practice enough. Set a poor qualifying time despite winning a race. This time I practiced. This time I really practiced. And I think it pays dividends in the race as well, because you can see I'm feeling very confident with the track. Not perfect everywhere. Still kind of not getting the line right in some places. This particular hairpin, I keep kind of, you know, just sliding a bit wide. See there, can definitely get in a little bit tighter on there. But on the whole, clicked with this combination. I was worried that karting was just going to be an absolute mess. Especially as a D-rank driver still. But I'm surprised to say I actually quite enjoyed this. Anyway, we come across the line to set a fastest lap that's just a 10th down on the qualifying time, so really good race pace as well compared to the qualifying pace. Gaps over 7 seconds, coming up to 8, and it's actually closer to 9 as we come around the final corner. So far, still only been able to win a race from pole, which is not a stat I'm proud of. But at least I'm winning races. Lights to flag, fastest lap, clean race, and win number 5 for the channel. It's not much, but it's all I've got. And, you know, there's some consistency now. We're starting to at least pick up a victory in each daily race we do now. As we watch the start of that dominant victory again, I think there's some evidence now to suggest that maybe I'm hopefully soon going to outgrow being a D-rank driver. Because in that race, faster than a second in terms of qualifying time, and just drove away to a 9-second gap. It's pretty definitive. In most of the other race, until I admittedly threw it away, I was keeping pace with one of the A-class drivers as well, so maybe we could be close to ranking up. How did we do though in terms of the pace gap, that all-important pace gap? Well, like I said, last time I didn't practice, and the gap is starting to sit at about 3.8 seconds. This is what practice does for you. Just over 2 seconds away, which is, I know, still not incredible, but a marked improvement. I've only had one result better than being 2 seconds away. That's my second best ever kind of gap. And it brings the average down by 0.2 of a second. Like I say, if I can be doing that every week and getting that average down consistently, even more importantly, if I can rank up and test myself even further, that will be even better. And you know what? I think it's about to happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please do smash that like button and, drop us a little old subscribe as well. We'd really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.